Vlogmas 15. So, what are we gonna do today? Last night, I thought I was like the whole sinus, all that stuff just flared up big time last night, and I thought, I am not gonna be able to do Vlogmas tomorrow. But I took nighttime Mucinex and I woke up feeling great. So, moral of that story is, as long as I'm on Mucinex, I'm good to go. So, I don't know if we're going to have the grandkids tomorrow or not, because, you know, I want to return the favor to her. She didn't want us to have the kids when they had, you know, a little cough, and she didn't want to get us sick. Well, I don't want to get them sick either. So I'm hoping, I'm not running a fever. Like, I feel really good right now. I just still have a little congestion, but I'll leave it up to her. She can make the call. But, it might be another day or another week without the grandkids. So I have some paintings, some past watercolor paintings I'm going to share with you guys today. I have something I want to do. I would do it today, but I didn't bring the stuff down here. So I'm going to do something different tomorrow. I'm going to feature someone else that's really good at Christmas art, and it's not painting, it's 3D. So anyway, that's just a little teaser so that you'll come back tomorrow. Well, if the grandkids are here though, I won't do it until Friday. Yeah, because tomorrow's Thursday. If the grandkids are here, tomorrow will be me painting with them and talking about Christmas. If they don't come over tomorrow, then it will be featuring another maker. Okay, so let's get going on this. Kevin he's done with work already, so I didn't get down here early enough. Because stitching is fun, time consuming, and once I'm stitching, I have a hard time stopping. Especially because the piece that I'm working on is something I want to release in January, so the pressure is on to get it done. So anyway, by the time I got down here, he's already done with all the orders, and he's working on making lasagna, so I'm not complaining. But I had him open something up at the house, so I'll insert that later. All right, I am not taking... So these Christmas paintings I'm going to show you, I'm pretty sure I showed these on my Floss Tube video. I'm pretty sure. Like, I'm 99% sure I've already shown these on my other YouTube channel. So, not here. I think most people that watch me here, especially during Vlogmas, are people from the stitching community. So, you may have already seen these, and if you have, then you can fast forward, or you can just watch it again. All right, so, and there's a huge stack, so I'm just going to do a little bit each day up until Christmas. So here's one. 1698 is his number. I would love to see him done in cross stitch. I love his face. The ones that I'm painting now during Vlogmas are much more primitive and dark, which is what I absolutely love. But these were painted back in the heyday of licensing, so I had to use more traditional colors. 1707 is the number on this one. Look at all the fun going on in that picture, huh? Raggedy Ann's. I love it. How cute would that be? I mean, all of these would be cute cross stitch, guys. I just need to hire someone to chart everything. I don't have time to chart all these. This is just kind of your basic Santa. Not a whole lot going on there. This is, if you're familiar with the Coca-Cola Santa, so I kind of took that Santa, but I made it so that he, instead of a child, it's a teddy bear, which I think is way cuter than the child. Just saying. All right, now here we got, this is basically how I like to paint, darker, richer colors. And then someone said, I like that, but I want brighter colors. And so I did that, and I added in some blue. So there's a set of 3 of those. My colors, nice, rich, deep, dark blue. I love that color blue. But this is what they wanted. It's a pretty blue, but it's just too bright for me. But that's licensing. You do what they ask. You do what you're told. If you want them to produce your stuff, you have to do what they want. And then this basically is, you know, brighter reds and a little blue in there, added in there. Well, there's blue in this one too, though. It's just a lot darker. Okay. And then this, I know that when I was showing you guys my teddy bear Christmas art, I know the other 2 pieces are with this because, or are with that pile of paintings, because I remember saying, that's weird, there's only 2. I know there's another one somewhere else. Guess what? It's right here. So I'm going to try to reunite this painting with the other ones. That's it for today. That is not much. That is not much, but like I said, you know, those videos get really long where I'm showing you a ton of paintings, so I'm just gonna do a little bit here and there. On Sunday, Vlogmas 12, in the Kitten Stitcher Advent calendar, you guys saw the pattern that I designed for her Advent, so I wanted to show you the model. And I have to say, the only thing I wish I would, like the only thing I would change on this is this little tiny green border that goes along, comes up here, goes up here. I think that's unnecessary to stitch, to be honest. I kind of wish it wasn't in there. That's just my 2 cents, you know. If you left it out, it wouldn't hurt the design at all. But look at Santa. You know what? To make Santas, reindeer, and snowmen in that few of stitches, it's a challenge. Anyway, I thought it was super cute. It's called Point Santa Place. And Teresa just recently had a video posted on YouTube. It's under Kitten Stitcher, I believe, in YouTube. But she was saying that, you know, she gave all the designers of the charts for her Advent calendar permission to release them to the public a year from now. So I plan on releasing this next year, at the end of the year. So there you go. I don't normally share on my FlossTube videos things that people send me. I don't know, that's not part of my FlossTube. I received something in the mail today, though, that she is not part of the needlework community. She is an artist. She's become a friend of mine over the years. Her name is Chris, and she works for Plaid the Plaid company. So if you're familiar with Plaid products, they make all kinds of like craft paint and tools to use for painting and art. And she has been taking, well, she took a couple of my tutorials, my angelic strokes, and she has been in my CW Live class, I think since it started. So that's amazing. And so anyways, she is a talent all on her own. Well, she makes ornaments. I'm not sure if she sells these on Etsy. I'm going to have to ask her because I want to make sure that you all have the opportunity to purchase from her. Crafter in a Cottage, established 1999. So that is her business name. And she makes handmade ornaments and sells them, obviously, this time of year. But she does a bunch of different shows. And I mean, I've seen her work on Facebook. She'll show, you know, things that she's working on for her shows and stuff. But it never, you know how it is. It just doesn't do justice until you see them in person. That's just how it is. So I have to share with you what she sent to me. She also sent me a card with the sweetest note. The sweetest note. Just warmed my heart. I am so excited to go and put these on my tree. So the tree that I showed you, I think it was in Monday's video. Yeah, because Monday was when I was feeling like total crap. But look at even the back. Amazing. Absolutely amazing. The tree that I have in my upstairs that I showed in Monday's video, that is full of mostly handmade. There are obviously some things in there that are probably made in China, but they are from fellow artists that, you know, they license their products or their artwork for these, you know, ornaments. So anyways, it's full of handmades. It's full of like other artists that are in the licensing world that I know, and a few store-bought things too, but any whoozy whatsy. This says Santa up there. This totally belongs on that tree. And then look at the back. I mean, I'm impressed that both sides are just as beautiful. But her Santas are so cute. So I want to give a public thank you to you, Chris. I mean, was overwhelmed when I opened that up. It's just, there's nothing to me more special than a handmade gift. And I love that about the needlework community, especially. I know people stitch ornaments and things and give them as gifts at Christmas time. And I don't know many artists that make ornaments like that, but those are so, so beautiful. So yeah, thank you. And I just wanted to show you guys that. All right, so I'm going to open my day 15 Advent. Oh, by the way, keyword for today, before I forget, is handmade. That is our keyword for Vlogmas Day 15, handmade. Okay, so this is Stitchy Box. Oh, like a little burlap stocking. It's so cute. You could actually stitch something on there. That's probably what she intended. It says, burlap stocking. Add a quick bit of embellishment and you have a fun little gift or outer packaging for a gift card. You know, that is cute. Even if you didn't stitch on it, but you could put some cool like greens and stuff in here. Put a ribbon around it. I mean, you can paint on burlap too and then make it an ornament to give as a gift. Very cute. I've never seen those little stockings. I love it. So thank you, Liz, for that. Love it. All right, Kitten Stitcher Day 15. Here we go. Adding to my stash. When am I going to get all these things stitched? And the funny part is, like, I love stitching, and I seriously, it's like, for me, it's way different, obviously, than painting. I love painting. It has its own merits. What I love about it is that I have total control and freedom over what happens. But what I like about stitching is it's controlled. So it's totally opposite of what I'm used to. And I feel like you're following a map. It's kind of a challenge that way for me, and it's relaxing. And as you see it come to life, you just want to keep going. So now that I'm stitching, I tend to stitch my own things. So I don't know when I'm going to stitch all these other things. But you know what? I will retire someday, and I will have a huge stash to pull from. Stacy Nash again. Nice. Deck the Coop Pin Keep. Oh my gosh. This is right up my alley. Oh my gosh. I think this is my favorite so far. Oh, I should show y'all, huh? Look at how adorable that is. I don't know if you guys know this, but we used to have chickens. Sorry guys, I had a little frog in my throat. We started out with 4 chickens. And you're gonna laugh when I tell you they were orphans. My husband used to sell real estate, and there was this house not too far from us that the people that were, I think they were renting it or something. Anyway, they got kicked out. They left this place just trashed. It was disgusting. I don't understand anybody. I don't care rich or poor. There's no reason to be disgusting. There was like dog crap in the inside the house, dirty diapers. I mean, just it looked like a frat party went on, and then they just left. I mean, it's disgusting. Well, anyway, they had 4 chickens, and they didn't take care of them evidently because there were eggs everywhere. Like they had a little coop for them, kind of built into the tree or something, if I remember correctly. But there were just eggs all over in it. And so Kevin decides he's going to rescue these chickens, and we're going to bring them home, and we're going to have fresh eggs. And I'm like, works for me. So we have like a kids playhouse swing set, and the swing set comes off the side. It's not anything that you'd buy at the store. This person that lived here before us, they built it. So it had like a very small playhouse, and then it had a slide going down, and then on the other side it had a swing set. Well, when our kids were young, they would play in it. Oh, that's right. And then underneath the building was a sandbox, but we got rid of that sandbox because, like, we have a lot of barn cats and stuff around, not ours, but they would use it as the litter box, and it was disgusting, so the kids didn't play in it very much. Well, Kevin ended up screening that bottom part in and, you know, putting straw and stuff. Anyways, that became their coop, and then they could get up to the upstairs where it was all like a little playhouse. He had, I forget how he did it now. I think he made it like put a ladder in there or something and cut a hole in the floor so they could get up in that part. And then they could, every morning we'd let them out and they would have free range. We have 5 acres. We have, behind us is neighbor property, but it's pretty much all, it's like a field. And then to the east of us, I have to do that to get her straight. To the east of us was all farmland, and now they've just let the trees grow, so it's all like wooded now. So really we only have neighbors on one side of us. So there's 5 acres plus, it's just wild here, and they had free range of all 5 acres. Where's I going with the story? I guess because there was chicken. Why am I even telling you this? I think it's because there's chickens in this, and so I have a fondness for chickens. Kyle named the first 4. There was one that was black with white spots, Black Betty, Henny Penny, and Penny was, we just called her Penny, but Henny Penny, she was like a copper color. That's why Kyle picked Penny. There was Oh, I forgot the other two names. The one of them was like a gray. He was, or she was beautiful. She had beautiful colors, gray that went into black, and she had a real small crest. And then there was another one. I can't remember what it looked like. Ooh, that's terrible. Anyway, if I have pictures, I know I do somewhere. I'll insert some pictures of them as I'm talking about them. So then, so, oh my gosh, this is going to be a lot longer than I thought. So let me just tell you, we go to get these chickens. Now, we've never had chickens. We should have read up about chickens, how to, you know, how to get them in your car. I mean, he had like a big screen, like pen thing that we had in our van, or I think it was our van. I don't even know what we had at that time. No, it was in our truck. That's right. We had the Silverado. And we went over there after church one day. Well, I had heels on, so I'm like, well, I'm out of this, but I'll watch you guys. And it was Ryan and Kevin. Ryan was probably in, I don't know, 7th or 8th grade. And Kyle wasn't living here. So we go over there to this house after church, and Kevin is going to try to catch these chickens, put them in this thing, get them home, blah, blah, blah. He had the space for them all prepared. Well, they're running after the chickens, and the chickens are running and squawking. And so they're trying to like corner them. And so they get them down in this one little spot, and they're kind of cornering them, and they're coming in at them. Well, the chickens squawked and started flying. And okay, so I'm an idiot. Didn't know chickens could fly. But yes, not for, I mean, long, long distances, but they can fly. And Ryan screamed like a little girl. I wish I had it on video. Oh my gosh, but I can see it in my mind's eye. And I hope to God I never get old enough where I forget that memory, because it's hilarious. Anyways, they could not catch one darn chicken. So Kevin says, just forget it for today. I'll come back. So then he read about it, and it's like, oh, well, duh, you wait until they're nesting for the night, or roosting, I should say, for the night. And then they're kind of half asleep, and they're real docile. So he went over there at night and got them, put them in there, brought them over. So anyways, we had chickens for quite a while, and I would come out on the back deck. So we have a walkout, our basement's a walkout basement. So if you walk out on the main level, we have this huge deck that goes along the back of our house. And I would come out of the kitchen onto the deck, and I would just say, here girls, and they, wherever they were, they would just come running, squawking, fast as they can. So cute. And I would throw pieces of bread to them. It was so much fun. I really did enjoy them. I loved having fresh eggs. The things I did not like about having chickens is in the winter, they would want to come up where they didn't like the snow. So they weren't really free range because they were kind of stuck. They wouldn't get out of their pen. So Kevin would actually shovel a pathway for them to get up to the house. But then they would poop all over the walk up to the front door, and all over the porch. The front porch is disgusting. The only thing I didn't like is in the summer, they would get into your mulch, and they would do the chicken scratch thing, you know. Your mulch would be all over your walkway. It was a hot mess, but they would do that to try to find bugs down in the mulch. So, you know, those things were annoying, but, and then we ended up getting meat chickens, which was a totally disgusting thing, but the way that they're bred for growing fast for meat. And we used to have a trampoline, and he put chicken wire around the trampoline so that we could roll it and move it around the yard so it didn't leave a dead spot in the yard. And these things grew so fast that they got so fat that they couldn't walk. They'd get up a couple steps and they'd lay down. I mean, it was kind of icky. But at the time he got those, he also got 2 turkeys. Who knew this was going to be so wordy? I apologize for the length of this video. But the 2 turkeys it was interesting. So he got them as little babies. Well, he didn't know if he had 2 females, 2 males, a male and a female, whatever. Turns out we had a male and a female, which was really cool. But they are like pets. It's weird. They will follow you around the yard. We would sit out at the bonfire, and they would come and sit next to us around the bonfire. I'm like, don't get too close, we'll be cooking you. But they would beg for food. If you're eating a sandwich in front of them, or whatever, eating anything in front of them, they would come up and like beg for your food. If you had it on anything shiny like your rings, or I had it on a belt buckle one time that had some bling on it, they'd come up and they would try to get those because it was shiny. I mean, it was so crazy. And then when they got full grown, he got real protective of her. And so when you would approach them, if they didn't know you, he would put his back wings out like that and fan out his tail and shake, do this thing and strut around and make this crazy noise. It was so cool. But they were free range as well. All the chickens and the turkeys had a great time. Then Kevin got 4, after all those were gone. Oh, by the way, Kyle named those 2, Thanksgiving and Christmas, the turkeys. Then we got 4 white Brahmas, and those are beautiful. One of them got killed, 2 of them, I'm sorry, 2 of them got killed by the neighbor's dog. It actually wasn't the neighbor's dog. The neighbor, his daughter was home temporarily in the middle of moving, and they had a husky, and it came over and killed 2 of our birds. And I happened to catch him doing it and ran out there. He probably would have got all of our birds, but so that was 2 of them, and so we only had 2 of the white left. We still had, I think, 3 of the old hens left. And then a coyote or a hawk or an eagle or something got one of them right outside the kitchen window. One morning, there was just white feathers everywhere, and there was no sign of a chicken. And we were down to 1 white one, and then the 3 older ones. And then the older ones started dying just of old age. You know, Kevin would find them in the coop dead. And so anyway, we were down to 1 chicken, and we were getting ready to go on vacation. And it's like, what are we going to do with this poor 1 chicken? Well, our neighbor at the end of the road, he boards horses, he has sheep, and he has chickens. So we gave that last chicken to him, and he, you know, adapted it or slowly got it acquainted to his chickens, and so it found a happy home. So anyway, that's my chicken story. All of that just to say I love this Stacy Nash. You are the bomb, because I think that is just adorable, and I'm definitely going to be stitching that. So I'm so happy.
2K from T. I hope you do this again next year.
I'll count on it.
What's that? Count on it? Oh, look at there. I got coffee. Looks used to be yawning now. These K-cups for the studio?
Yep.
Cool.
Faux show.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Because I noticed what you bought. There's not many there, so.
Used one today. At Christmas.
All right, that's it. I think that's plenty. I'm going to go and paint now, and we will see you tomorrow. Peace out.
Bye.